Hello, writers, creatives, friends. Have you ever heard the writing advice, show, don't tell, and wondered what exactly that means? That's what I'm inviting us to explore in our writing today. This is a chance to build a writing practice, to get some words on the page, and check in with your creativity. This is Writerly Mindfulness. I'm Amanda Corbin from Milestone Art Collective, and I'll be here every week as part of my practice to share 3 things: an entry point for getting words on the page, a simple mindfulness technique to help us settle in, and 10 minutes of writing time. The entry point is a prompt, an example, an idea, or something to get you thinking and hopefully inspired to get some words on the page. The mindfulness technique is a simple exercise to invite calm and stillness so our creativity can flow. Don't worry if you've never meditated before. It won't be anything complicated. And then the 10 minutes of writing time is an attempt to dip into the flow state. I like unstructured, stream of consciousness style free writing, where you're not censoring yourself, you're just getting it out. You can always go back and edit later, but letting that initial spark of creativity catch is what we're looking for. So, for today's entry point, let's make a scene. The classic writing advice, show, don't tell, is largely referring to writing in scene. And because sometimes it's helpful to remind ourselves of definitions, here's a simple one. A scene is a description of action in one place as it unfolds over time. Action in one place over time. Contrast that with summary or exposition, which is when information is told directly. Choosing scene over summary is essentially choosing which details to include in your writing and which ones to gloss over. In a crime novel, for example, it likely won't describe how the character got out of bed and showered and got ready and he drove to the courthouse and so on. It will just get him there and then show us what happens in the courtroom, one thing after another. Climactic moments, to use a literary term, or significant moments, which are typically the ones that we write about, occur at a specific moment in time. So to write those moments, we show the details of them in scene as they happen, one after the other. When we write that way, the writing is more interesting and evocative, and it makes the reader, even if it's just you rereading later, feel immersed in an experience. When you sit down and actually write a scene, it can feel like it's taking forever to write it out, detail by detail. But the good news is it won't read that way when you're done. So I encourage you to try it, stick it out, and make a scene. So on the page, yourself or your character, if you're writing fiction, in a situation, and dwell there for a bit. Watch things unfold in your mind's eye and write them down as they happen. If that sounds hard, or you don't think of yourself as a visual person, or you think you can't visualize, that's okay. You can look at it as an experiment, something you're just going to try and you might be surprised. Or you can stick to the main parts of a scene: place, action, and time passing. You can write those things down, whether you see them in your imagination or not. And if you're writing a poem or journaling, maybe it seems like those elements don't apply because maybe you were writing about something that doesn't seem like action. From the outside, it may look like non-action because it's internal and happening inside someone. So in that case, you can ask, what change takes place? And finally, if you're writing about an abstract idea like love or loss, fear or desire, anger or confusion, whatever you happen to be writing about, what would happen if you imposed a length of time on that subject? When did it start, and what changed between then and the point that you're writing from now? You can give it a space of time to exist in, or allude to the passage of time by beginning in one place and ending in another. And remember, we're just experimenting, we're just getting some words on the page. So go with what you're inspired by. Go with what you feel like playing around with on the page. For today's mindfulness technique, you might have seen posts online that say things like, stop scrolling, relax your jaw, drop your shoulders, and stop carrying tension in your body, or something along those lines. And then the joke is, well, where am I supposed to carry my tension? But the point of posts like that is to draw our awareness to how we unconsciously tense up our bodies, often in our eyebrows and forehead, shoulders, jaw, midsection. And while you can't force your body to relax or let go of all tension, often bringing your attention to those different areas of the body is enough to help them relax some of the gripping. So the advice in posts like that is basically an abbreviated body scan meditation, which I'm going to invite you to try with me today. It might help to start with a deep, relaxing breath. Then bring your awareness to your forehead. If you're scrunched up there, you can invite it to soften. Next, the teeth don't have to be clenched. You can allow them to part a little bit, and your tongue doesn't need to be on the roof of your mouth. You can just relax your whole mouth. Then, are your shoulders up around your ears? You can consciously let them drop. Invite them to relax. The same with the hands and the belly. If they're gripping, just bring your intention to each space and invite it to relax. Just for the next few minutes, can you imagine allowing the tension in your body to melt away? Down, down, down your body, through your feet, and into the earth. Not forcing, but just allowing the tension to ease and leave the body, maybe on your next exhale. Hopefully you're feeling calm and settled in, and we can start our 10 minutes of writing time. Remember, we're putting ourselves in a scene and dwelling there for a bit, watching things unfold and writing them down as they happen. As you're making your scene, note some details of the place. As if you're looking around a room, what's it like to be there? What objects are in the space? And who is there? What's the person in your scene experiencing? What are they thinking and feeling? What is it like to be them in that moment? 2 more minutes. After some time has passed, how does this scene end? What's changed? And that's 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed making your scene. I'll be back here next Monday so we can start our week with a little creativity. Until then, I'm wishing you inspiration, peace, and practice.